I actually got pizza coming. I've ordered Pizza Hut. Um, Trying to pick up from where I left off. I'm a big fan of. I'm not a judgmental person. I'm easygoing. I'm outgoing, or I'm slightly outgoing, but I'm easygoing and I'm open-minded. Open-minded. I'm a swell dude. It's just my confidence isn't the best. My confidence isn't the greatest. That's really all that I struggle is confidence, self-esteem. I feel like an outcast. I always did growing up. I felt like I was inferior to other people. I pay females to make fun of me because I assume or I figure. I always tell myself I'm never gonna be with anybody. I'm just gonna be alone my whole life, a lone wolf, basically. Uh, uh, Neck beard. What do they call that? Neck beard or something? Like I'm not gonna be a significant addition to society as far as bringing kids into the world. Because I'm gonna tell you guys something. Tell you what, when I was a lot younger, I'm talking early to mid '90s, I was like, man, I want to have family. I want to have kids. And I really honestly felt like I was going to go somewhere, go far in life, have a big house, like a mansion, and I was always envious of other people that had the haves and the have-nots. I was always aware and jealous of the people with the money. And I was like, man, one day I want to just have a big freaking house. I want to have a beautiful wife, have children, and be successful, and blah, yada, yada. Basically, the American dream. No, very little stress, not have to fret about money that much, and not have no misfortunes, no turmoil. Just living lushly, living a lush life, living lavish and stress free. And that was one of my goals and dreams, to have a steady, stable, uh, you know, mediocre, nothing, awful, nothing terrible, just generosity, just plain old a good life, no negative, basically zero negativity, and just mainly happiness. That was my dream. That was what I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to be uh, audiologist, a person that treats hearing, because ears and hearing was my passion. That's what I learned all about ears when I was a kid growing up. I wanted to be an audiologist. It never happened. I couldn't pursue it. I went for dental technology and make dentures. I know about the teeth. I know anatomy about the teeth and the jaw. I know shit about oral anatomy because I studied it in 2001. I finished in 2002. I know that shit. September 2002, I got a certificate. But I never got a job doing it. I know that shit. I ain't sitting here. I attempted radiology and um, occupational or something occupational therapy. I forget what it was. We had to have, at the time I was at community college, we had this big fat calculator and it was so fucking complicated. I was like, god damn, man. And then I was in culinary to be a chef and I had to take accounting and it was so fucking hard. Then I went to DeVry in the computer course class. My dad wanted me to go into computers. The book was like this thick. I shit you not. So fuck it. So it turns out I dropped out of like 3 different programs. Actually, a total of 4 different colleges, and it was a blunder. And then the army was a blunder, and I didn't make do with anything. Like I didn't. Nothing helped me. Nothing benefited me. I wasted 30 years basically in my life. Like I was suckered by females, like led on and nice and generous, and lost money through the years. And was a punk and a sucker and a fool, just vulnerable and naive, stupid, man. And now I'm struggling. Now it's catched up with me, and here I am living with my mom. I ain't got no regrets. I mean, hell, I make enough to live on my own, but I mean, why settle for an apartment when I can get a house? I mean, shit, in 4 years, by the time I'm 45, if I live to be 45, I can get myself a freaking house, get a shed, live in the country. I mean, I could maintain. I mean, life ain't easy, it's complicated, but I mean, I'm not sitting here saying my life is worse than your life. I'm not trying to get sympathy from people. I know everyone's got different shit to deal with, but not we're all different. But you got to admit, as much as I've been through, I've seen psychologists, therapists, and they even told me I've been through a fucking ton of shit that a lot of people would have given up. But I'm still here. I'm still vertical and breathing, one foot in front of the other. I keep on keeping on. I keep hobbling along. A lot of people would have given up, you know. But I'm still alive. I mean, it is what it fucking is, right? I mean, I just hate when people say, "Well, you could be worse and you could be homeless." Well, fuck that shit, man. I've had days where I didn't even eat almost a week because I was low on money. Don't give me that shit. Everybody has there's trade-offs. Every single human being, their life, some have it easier than others, some have it luckier than others, some are just naturally luckier than the next person. But if you take each person next to each other, blah 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 blah, blah, and everybody's different. There ain't no clones or no twins. Everybody, no brothers, no mothers from the same brother, no brothers from the same mother. Everybody's different, and but you ain't gotta say, oh, that's somebody's baby because he's crazy. You ain't gotta say, oh, that's somebody's baby. You gotta do that, but they're just a bunch of young bucks and smurfs. You take each person next to the next person. Each person, it could be a male, female, and different sexes, and each person with a different upbringing, different everybody with different walks of life. I'm gonna bet you guys every person has different confrontations, different uh, uh, a different past and a different lifestyle, different customs, different traditions, different everything. What I'm saying is, each person, no matter what they went through, there's always going to be a trade-off. For example, Joe had cancer. Well, Mary married a man. But, did I say Ben? Yeah. Ben had cancer, but Mary married a man. But Ben always wanted to get married, right? Well, Ben beat cancer and ended up getting married. Okay? But now they're equal because Ben and Mary are now married. Okay? But Mary is like, well, my life is a lot better than Ben because I don't have cancer. But Ben, uh, okay, now they're both married. So Ben gets a nice car, right? I'm just using that as an example. So Ben gets a real nice car upscale. So then Mary get jealous, like, well, Ben has that. Well, then Mary has even a better car, right? So then Ben gets jealous. It goes back and forth, right? So there's trade-offs, okay? So just because you compare someone's life to another person's life, someone has something better than the next person, or another person, or something worse, okay? Or it could be a sex. Well, I never get sex. Well, that other person gets sex, and I never do. Well, I have a nice something to compensate for it, or um, I have something that, well, sex though. There ain't nothing much better than sex, even though I'm basically a virgin. I'm gonna fucking finish this. I'm just saying there are trade-offs with everything. Everything's relative. I believe in relativity. Everything's relative. My pizza's gonna be here like in. My pizza's gonna be here like in 20 minutes. Order details. I got ham, bacon, pork, red onions, and on the left side banana pepper. Yeah, it's gonna be good pizza. Either it's gonna be here at 9:15, or they're gonna start making it at 9:15. But I'm just tired and sick of missing out on a beautiful. I base everything on aroma, fragrance, and odor, smell, and odor, fragrance, smell, and scent. It's all based on the scent, what you smell. I'm sorry. Where I work, there's two sexy, attractive girls that work there, and whenever they walk, I'm like, I get I sniff, I get a whiff of their odor, and I'm like, man, I wish I could have a girlfriend, or I wish I could be with one of them, or and realizing there's a million girls out there that smell good, and I can't even have one, not even one fucking girl. That's fucking frustrating. It's fucking irritating, and it makes me depressed. It pisses me off, and it tests my patience. Because I'm not self entitled, but I deserve. I mean, I deserve to have a woman, because I love girls. I mean, girls are the greatest. They're the ones that bring us into the world. Two down, 50 more to go.